All right, welcome to Dale Kramer's Custom Cars and Anything. Wanted to show you guys a video. I make a video of this today. I suppose you can't really see much. I put in. I wonder if there's a way I can do this. Maybe there's a way I can. Anyway, I put the back panels in. And that light just blinds everything out. I put the armrests in. However, I did put in the kicker panels, but they have to come out because I'm still trying to locate some A-pillar panels for this. Does anybody know where I can get some? I'm even trying to find new ones. I can't even do that. So I'm just trying to figure this thing out. Let's see. What the? I tell you, everything gets in the way here. Oh, got some bad weather here today. Got some pea-sized hail only. I thought we were going to have more than that, though, for a while. So I got my sill plates ordered, my new dash cap ordered, and then it's so hard. You can see I got my seat belts in. I just clipped them in there, I don't know, it doesn't do any good. But you can see the window sill panels back there. I got to get new ones. I just glued these together on another video. I figured I'll use them until I can't. Till I find some good ones, I should say. Boy, this is... Let's see, let's click this. I bought those eBay seat belts, and they're not too bad, guys. Do they make a panel to cover that? Is that rear seat folds down, I don't know. But yeah, you can see the seal panel. Really cheesy looking, Got the rear seat in it today. Those seal panels look terrible if you ask me, but hey, it's better than what I got, which was nothing. So, ever who bought the original ones, I hope they enjoy them. Where did my mic go now? Oh, I tell ya. What the heck did that happen? Mic fell off. Testing 1, 2, 3, 5.5 and 0.670. All I was doing was getting in this thing. I'm gonna try to show you guys a point of view in here. There. Now I don't have the lights blinding us. But yeah, you can see the sail panel there. So, new carpeting, See all that down there by my feet. You can see the big pedal I had to make for my big feet. I got size 18 feet, so I had to redo the pedal, the clutch pedal. I'm still having problems when I step on the brake pedal there. And sometimes my side of my foot is touching the gas pedal, so as I'm pressing on the brake, the throttle goes up. So, It actually kind of sucks being tall, you know that? And then, let's see, I was going to show you. I'm trying to do this. Let's see, I wonder if I can get my hands down there. Show you how I see, there's my computer and stuff, you know? So you can kind of see how I did that. I had to cut this panel here a little bit. Then what you see hanging there, that the white thing, I gotta glue that. That's an antenna for my my speedometer, you know. So I gotta do that yet. But and then this here was my headliner I made. So I gotta get that molding. Well, I do have that molding for that. It turned out okay, you know. So, but I got a couple wrinkles I gotta address. You know, I got one right there, and then one over back here somewhere. But boy, this video is kind of hard to make. But well, I put one of those factory AM and FM aftermarket radios in here. Then over there, where I got the light on right here, that's my amplifier, and I can also plug in USB port in there and all that stuff. So I can plug a CD player in there. My phone will broadcast over the radio, you know. So I got all kinds of options, you know. I got my trim ring ordered for my shifter. That's coming. And I don't know if I want to stick it out the 8-ball handle. I was thinking about a pistol grip handle. Now I got to put speakers in the back yet, you know, for the radio. I had some old ones. I was going to try them. Just lay them in the back, you know, behind the seat there. But because that seat folds down, so it's called the Space Saver or something, or whatever it's called, something like that. But then you can see the A-pillar panels. I need them. You know, that's just a piece of silver tape there. But yeah, wish I had some. And they make them for a dart and everything, but why can't I find them for a duster? Don't you think dusters are just as common? I always thought they were, you know. Yeah, so that's what it kind of looks like sitting in the driver's seat. So yeah, I'm almost done with it. You know, down to the paint job. You know, I'm gonna drive it around, so I'm gonna be sanding on it and driving it. And when I get a quarter panel done, I'll epoxy it. You know, and then I'll move on to the other quarter. There's epoxy paint on here now. You know, but or whatever. I don't know. I got the dash cap coming. You know, those glue-on caps. So that's all I can afford. It may seem like I got money, but I don't. I'm pretty poor. But I got dental issues and trying to deal with that all. Yeah, it's just getting kind of crazy. But now I got the Dart door panels, you know, Dart Sport, you know. But you know that works. So that's the way it'll be. Now I can get out and enjoy this car. You know. I don't know. Pretty soon I won't be able to even afford a gallon of gas here. The way this is going. You know. If I just turn the ignition on and lights on, you can kind of see my gauges there. Why is everything so blurry? My camera lens all screwed up. Huh. Probably is. Oh, yeah, that made it worse. Huh. Oh well. Anyway. So yeah, so anyway, it is what it is. Yeah. But yeah, it's turned out it'll be a good driver. I mean, this ain't gonna be a show car, but if I can get a good paint job on this car, then I can go to work and pull out some of these old parts and put nice parts in them. You know what I mean? This is all bolt-in stuff in the interior. So I try to make stuff work and get by with it, and let's get the cars out, and enjoy them, and I think I've done pretty good, you know. Yeah, mirror works good too. By the way, the remote mirror here, that seems to work really well. So yeah. So anyway, we're yeah, that's about right. But yeah, I just I don't even know what to talk about, you know. But yeah, I guess we'll leave it as that for now. I'm gonna order a Go Wing and put that on the back yet. So we'll put a Go Wing on this thing, and it'll go good with that front hood. And then uh yeah, so we'll throw that on. But man, what hurts me the most though right now is these A-pillar moldings, and stuff. God, I wanna need a pair of them real bad, you know. If you guys know anybody that's got a set, throw it, send me an email or something, throw it in, you know, it's dale.kramer@yahoo.com. But Kramer is Kraemer. Well, yeah, send me an email. And if you're a scammer, I'll pick you out, you know. If you're legitimate, I thank you. Because, yeah. Yeah, I wish she was painted though right now. That'd be so cool. Can't even afford that. And a gallon of paint for this thing is like $400 or $500. That's just the paint. And why is that? What's going on there? I don't get this no more. You know? Why are we getting scammed there too, or what? It just seems like the government is after us, that they're not for the people anymore, just for them billionaires. But anyway, I don't know. I guess that's all I know. I don't know nothing else. There's nothing else I can even show you. I gotta put the roll bar pad on, and then I gotta figure out how I'm gonna mount this LED light here yet. I just got this wires come out in the center of the deal there, and then I just got it like it's plugged in with connectors here. So, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. So I gotta make some type of a mount for that light. The original one's right here, so I can screw something to that. So I'll figure something out, a little box or something, paint it black, a little vinyl on it, or just paint it black and throw it up there, and that'd be good enough. But yeah, that's all I do. I suppose I'm gonna throw the alarm on and go in the house and relax and get out of this thing. Give the Ram they never called me up. I'm a storm spotter, but they never called me up tonight, but down south of me. down by Mankato, south of Mankato, Minnesota, and Rochester down there, and Owatonna. They're going to get her good down there. But and I watched Reed Timmer for a while, and I don't know where he's going or what he's doing there. But yeah, there's my fabulous light that needs to be mounted to. Plus, I got to put my roll bar padding on. So there's all kinds of stuff to do. But I'm to the point now I could drive it to town. The alignment, on another video I did the alignment, and I can tell it's still not perfect, but it's just supposed to be a temporary thing anyway, so I'm probably going to have to bring this in and have somebody attempt to do it. I got that AGE front end in here, and so I got tubular arms and coilover shocks, no more torsion bars, and so that's the reason why I did the initial alignment myself. I mean, I could drive it anywhere, but it might blow through a set of front tires eventually, so I don't know. But again, the worst thing though I need right now, I need these A-pillar moldings. I cannot believe I can't find new ones. What, am I overlooking it, or what's going on here? I mean, this is a Duster. Should be like a Nova or a Chevelle or a Mustang. Where are they at? Why can't I find new ones? Now I'm willing to buy new ones. So just to finish the job. I got a new dash cap coming. I used it on the Challenger and it seemed to work just fine. So I'm going to attempt to use it on here. We'll see how this works. And my 4-way flash cube, I accidentally pulled that out. So I got to put that back in. That's why that's sitting up there, to remind me to do that. So, and then my antenna for my GPS barometer and my GPS locator. Somebody would ever attempt to steal this car. It has to be hung up somewhere. Usually they like it up in the A-pillar, but there's no room up there. And I tried to get the wire through here before I put my headliner up. That was impossible. So I gave up on that. So glue it right here maybe. I don't know. I guess it wouldn't look bad there. Or over here maybe. See, another thing too I do is that I don't put my high beam flasher down there either. I was going to put that up here. I got it just hanging here on the column, So yeah, there's got to be. It's because I consider my height a handicapped. You know what I mean? That's why I had to do that pedal that way. Now I'm getting used to driving this thing without touching the gas, but every now and then I still do with my wide feet and my big feet. So yeah. So I gotta. Yeah, I mean, see, I got this. This is my high beam deal. It usually goes on the floor, So I got it hanging around my column right now, but I can still put it on the floor. But the problem is it's hard to deal with, especially with a clutch in here. Now that pedal's in the way where this normally goes, and then when you got big feet the way it is, See if I can shine here with the flashlight and you can kind of see it better, maybe. Yeah. So I mean, when you got this third pedal here, known as the clutch pedal, how do you? And then I got my manual. This is my hydraulic parking brake here. I plumbed that in here. That's on another video. You push down on the brake, then you push this in, then you release the brake, and then this holds, And then to release that, then you just tap the brake pedal, and then it releases the parking brake, and it does nice burnouts with it. I tried one, very mild. It was effortless, and then I stopped it. I didn't want to wreck something. Everything's so new, and I drive my stuff good. I have to. So what do I do here? You know, look at all this stuff. This is this is my eject button here that ejects the passenger. You know, then my choke button chokes the engine. Then my parking brake over here. So there's a lot of stuff here. And then I still got the GPS antenna I gotta put up somewhere. And then I still got my high beam switch. You know, and I put a street rod on GM style column in here, street rod one, all new Borgeson joints and everything. Then I put the ignition up here on the dash, you know. So, and then, so what do I do? Do I put this is my reverse light indicator. So I got it in reverse. Where do you put this stuff? You know, it's almost like an airline cockpit already. Do I mount this right? Do I mount it right there? You know, I don't know. Can't mount it anywhere else. It's got to, so it doesn't look stupid. I don't want it to look dumb. I could extend the wires and put it on top of the dash and make it look like a cup or something. That'd be kind of funny, actually. No, I'd want it across the bottom of the dash here somewhere, you know, and I actually wanted it over here, but I've been adding all this other stuff, you know. Golly, I tell you. What do you do with it? You know? If I put it on the floor there, I mean, there's just enough room for my foot there. And I like to just, on all my street rods, I got it like this on my street rods. I mounted it on the dash. Stays clean and it stays out of the way of everything. So, but for night, right now, she's just draped over the column, you know. And I can just reach down here like this. Oh, here. Oh, get the light. I can just reach down here like this and just hit it, you know, like that. It might stay that way for quite a long time. I don't know. But I think I'm almost done mounting stuff here. Yeah, I wonder if that antenna, would that look stupid, right? I need a flat area, though. Yeah, by the time I do all this and close the door, this might hit it. Probably right above there. Probably right there. That's probably where I'll mount that. That'll take care of that problem. You know. But again, too, that's just wrapped around something, too, again, hanging. I mean, I put this parking brake deal here. Before we had that lever we had to pull and turn. But then when I put disc brakes on the Dana on the back, I did that disc brake conversion. It had no place to put a cable on the rear disc brakes. So this car had no parking brake in it. You know? And I like that emergency parking brake because if your master cylinder would fail, but I put the modern day one in here and I got 4-wheel disc brakes and I got a manual, and we'll just have to hope if something like that would come up, we'd have some backup here somehow. Can't use this then, you know. Only for keeping it still. That's it. So it's really neat. Yeah, I suppose though if I move my leg, then the light takes off. Let's see. Well, can I stick it here? There we go. So what you do is you push down on this, push down on it hard. Not super hard, just hard. Push, let's see. Yeah. Push this in and hold it. And then release your foot. Now your front brakes are locked. Then release them. See that? How it clicked out and it clicks off. So it works, you know. And I managed them out, and the only thing that sucked is I had to bring hydraulic off the master cylinder, and the main line comes into here, goes through the valve, and it goes back out, and then tees off and goes to the brakes on the front. So, yeah, I tried a little bit of a parking brake with this thing. Oh my God. I mean, not a parking brake, but a power brake. And yeah, it works very well, but I just tried a little bit and then I stopped it so I wouldn't wreck nothing. Yeah. Because, yeah, I mean, I couldn't run a cable to the rear disc brakes, you know. So, anyway, I guess that's it for this video right now. So what we're going to do now is the dash cap is coming this week. So I'll probably do a video on putting that on. Show you guys how to put one of these on. These high spots here will have to go away. We'll have to cut them out with a knife. And then, God, it looks warped bad. I hope this works. And sometimes these dash pads are so bad you can't even use the caps on them. Well, it's from right here all the way this way. This dash pad's in really good shape. It's just right there. I could have put my bumper sticker over that, you know, Dale Kramer's Custom Cars, and just drove it that way, I suppose. But no. I want to kind of do some stuff right here, you know. And yeah, then I had to make that pedal bigger, obviously. I talked to you about that already. For my handicap here, for my foot. Then I also had to this driver's seat that I'm sitting on, I had to make that, you know, 1.5 inches higher. And then I made my own seat extensions. Went back 2 inches so I could drive this thing. So this car's kind of handicapped, you know, it's set up for me, for a big guy, for a tall guy, tall, worthless guy. But, yeah. So anyway, yeah, so this week we'll be putting the door sill plates too. They're in order, so they're coming. So we'll put the door sill plates in, the dash cap. Hopefully that works. And then in the meanwhile, I'm going to be looking for some A-pillar thingies. Might have to go to the junkyard this week and walk around and see if I can find something there. Again, I'll probably find some that are cracked or warped, and I'll have to buy them because better than what I got. You can see I have nothing. You know, so I just take some vinyl and wrap this in vinyl. It'll look better than what it looks like now, you know. But everything else turned out really good. Got a couple wrinkles on the edge I gotta fix, but otherwise, yeah, everything's just fine. Good enough for me, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Is this seat back all the way? Hang on a minute. I think it is. I don't know if it is. Yep, it is. Okay. So anyway, so that's the update. So we're gonna get a gold wing for the back, like I said, and then I need those front signal lights. They should be like $30-40 for the pair, and now they want like $4,252 for one. So, because that's why they're not mounted yet. I was waiting for gonna buy some new ones. So I like those indicators. You know, car came with them. I was gonna put them back on. And those are just kind of just old. You know, I could probably make them work. You know, if I had to. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. And then the harness I put in here, I put a street rod wiring harness in here. I kind of built this thing like a street rod in a way. I ripped out the old harness, brand new, from front bumper to the back bumper. I made my own gauge panels, you know. That turned out, I'd give myself an A on it, you know. Because now I don't know what to do with, like this here. you know. See, can you see that? I don't know if you can. But I'd like to do something here, you know. And over here too, you can see it, you know. So, I mean, it's okay though. It's okay. It'll work that way. Then when I made these, you know, the factory mounting holes here, I got one here and then I got one over here that worked good. But then when I use my factory switches, you know, for the headlights and for the windshield wiper. Well, guess what? The switches are so big that you can't use those two screws. So now I got two holes there, you know. This one I could use. I wish I could use that one and this other one over here, you know. And then, like I said, I moved the ignition switch up here. So everything's kind of built for my handicap. When you're a tall person, trust me, guys, you know, it kind of sucks. The wheels are slightly turned. That's why the steering wheel looks so funky. Huh. What is all this? Looks like it's black silicone, maybe. I just see that now with the light here. I could use a polish too, I think. Now look at that. Just look at the difference there. Yeah, maybe I'll polish that up someday. But yeah, enough bullshitting, I guess. Bullsteinen. Yeah, that's how I should have said it. Bullsteinen. So, anyway, guys, and thank you for subscribing to you guys that are. I appreciate it. I look at my analytics, and believe it or not, we're down about 83% of people that are watching the videos are not subscribed to the channel. You know, maybe it's sometimes my rants, you know, about political stuff, you know, and that's fine. You know, if you're pro or con, I don't care. I want to emphasize that I'm your friend no matter what. Politics should never divide us, but they do. Some people take it to heart, you know. And yeah, I get out of control once in a while. I have to admit that, and I'm sorry about that. Oh yeah, I gotta get some door locks too. You don't dare push that down. It may not come back up. And I gotta rip the door panel all the heck to try to get that. So I have to get that. So let's see. Let's get out of this thing. I lined the doors again, made sure everything was aligned, and I think this thing would look good with a gull wing on it, wouldn't it? Yeah. Hey, put a cherry on it right away. And then we got the Liberty Liberty car. I don't know what year that one is. I don't know if that's a 70 or 72, 71. It's either going to be a 70, 71, or 72, I believe. Because by looking at the grill, it looks like a 70 or 71. But, yeah, let's put that away. Anyway, guys, I got the windshield chrome too. And got this chrome. So, we either got to plug up the holes with something, or we got to put it on, or something. Windshield turned out really good. I think I got that on another video too, putting that in. And, yeah. Then somebody tried some body sealant on here, and I won't say Dale's name, but that was stupid. That was absolutely stupid. Tried it here too. So now I gotta, how do I get that out of there? Will Dale do it again? Do. She's getting a lot of dust on her though. But everything else is turning out nice. It's just the driver. I mean, somebody must have had something in the trunk someday and one day, and it's got a nipple on it now. That'd be cool to airbrush that and make it look like a chicken pox or a zit. Make it look like a zit. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? But she's got a new name. It's called Roughcut. So, because everything's rough. It's not a perfect car. Try to take old parts and use them for now. Oh. But yeah, I guess in that sense, I'm going to get some 6.4 hemi stuff for that. Because over there is my 6.4 that I want to put in here this winter. That's a winter project. Take the 5.7 out and put the 6.4 in there. So I'm hoping to get some miles on this 5.7 Eagle Hemi. That motor's out of a Challenger. So yeah. So anyway, I guess enough mumbling around. Just kind of one of those things where I just wanted to talk to you guys. You know, I got those cheap rims off of eBay. So it kind of looks like a Nova now. But because I can't afford those Kragers. You know, for a set of Kragers, what is it, $1,300? I was like, what? What? And they're supposed to have that cheapy Chinese chrome on them. Everybody's been telling me don't buy them because the chrome is so thin on them. I guess they like to go to heck fast. So why would you pay expensive money for? I'd rather have these. So anyway, let's set the alarm and please like and subscribe if you can. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Okay? And thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Have a good week, you guys, gals, wherever you are, whoever you are. Love to all. Bye-bye.